What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. I know a lot of y'all want to change what's going on in the United States of America and start talking about this whole Juneteenth thing. I'm not going for it. It's not flying in my book. I was raised to celebrate Independence Day. I don't even celebrate Independence Day when you start to break it down and think about it, right? Because I'm working, I'm grinding. When everybody else is at the crib, I'm getting it in. Also sent my daughter off because she's on her way to go and take care of some Taekwondo competitions and stuff like that. So she travels a lot. But when I think about my kid, right? When I think about my role in representing what my father put together for me, a lot of times I also take into consideration what it is that I'm seeing on social media, right? And one of the things that I see on social media a lot of times is disappointment. Case in point, let's take Larsa, Pippen, and Marcus Jordan. We did a live stream last night, and Q had showed a clip where she was basically, or where Michael Jordan was basically asked, you know, do you approve of the relationship of Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan, which is his son? And then obviously Michael Jordan gave a resounding no. And so that got me to thinking a little bit, because some of us, right? Some of us will never ever eclipse what our parents did, which is cool because then you have to live your own life or whatever like that. But a lot of us actually want our kids to be much better than us, or at the very least, they don't want our kids to have to go through some of the things that we went through in order to be successful, which is logical in my opinion. But here's the caveat to that. The only thing that our kids have to do sometimes, once you've got them to a point in their life, or once you've achieved certain levels of success in your life, is to not fuck it up. That's it. All you gotta do is not be an embarrassment, not mess it up. You can stay out of the limelight. You don't have to necessarily eclipse them and do anything significant. Nobody is asking you to reinvent the wheel here. The only thing they're asking you to do, don't embarrass them. Don't mess it up, don't embarrass them. Don't go to jail, don't pass go, don't mess with these hoes for the streets. Don't mess with your ex-teammate's ex-wife that literally finessed him out of his 401k and all of that. Don't mess with the chick that wind up getting buzzed down by people. Don't mess with some of the worst things in society. That's all you gotta do, right? When I think about my daughter, one of the reasons why we work so hard, I think, as parents, is so that our children not necessarily exceeds what it is that we do, but so that they don't have to go through, or they don't experience, or they don't, you know, have to deal with some of the things that we dealt with. Where is my charger? Here we go. They don't have to deal with some of the things that we dealt with as parents. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so we make it easier in the path. We give them learned lessons or life lessons that allow for them to be able to succeed. We also put them in a position to be greater than we are as far as the path. But all they got to do is not mess it up. We know they're going to make mistakes. We know they're going to fail, so on and so forth. But when you get to an age, let's just say beyond 25, 26, 27, you're supposed to know better. Your brain is fully developed. You went through the learned lessons. You went through failing in controlled environments and all of that other type of stuff, right? Once you pass 30, it's no more excuses. I don't care where you come from or what you've been through. Now you're going to have to own whatever it is that happens to you. But here's the tripped out part, right? It's a couple different things. A lot of us in society, and it shows how much of a degenerate society that we live in actually is justifying this bad behavior. Why would you talk to your father's ex-teammate's ex-wife that is more than 16, 17 years older than you? That's for the streets. I can't figure out for the life of me why these guys don't just go and get a chick that ain't nobody really messing with, or some chick that got 1,100 followers on Instagram that's cute. But like, why are all of these guys first passing around the same chicks, but then the biggest simp always marry the one that everybody else has knowingly been with already, right? Not only did he pick a chick that is for the streets, He picked a chick that just finessed Scottie Pippen out of what it is that he rocking with. He out here running around kissing her in public. And he's talking about the possibility of having kids with her. So then when I seen the footage, because, you know, Michael Jordan is still a GOAT. And even though they say allegedly he has a gambling problem and that he gambled away the Hornets, Michael Jordan has earned the right to be able to do whatever the fuck he want to do whenever he want to do it. I mean, he can practically do no wrong outside of going R. Kelly route. But I highly doubt, obviously, Jordan would ever live in that sphere. It's his money. He can do whatever he want to. But then when they asked Michael Jordan, they say, hey, do you approve of that relationship? And they're walking around. And he gave a resounding no. You're talking about a guy that generally never, ever really comments, and unless he's commenting on a platform that he's controlling, such as Save the Last Dance and like that, you can tell and you can see the disappointment in his face. And maybe he spent more time around his mother, talking about Marcus, that is. Maybe he's making decisions based off of the same things that women make decisions off of, as far as the women that they're going to, you know, rock with and the ones that they choosing to have their children. Maybe he's so starved for attention that he wants to be and live in the limelight. And so as a result, he got a Kardashian knockoff in order to run around and try to get some visibility, and thinking that that's going to, you know, boost up his social media. What is Marcus Jordan known for? Nothing more than being the son of Michael Jordan, which is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. It's like a dream position, right? But why would you put yourself in a position and then fumble your father's legacy, embarrassing your father, A? B, I don't know what kind of plans that Michael maybe had for Marcus as far as manages in his estate when he get older or anything like that. Why would you put yourself in that position, B? And then C, why would you rock with a chick that everybody then already allegedly passed around within the industry that was with your father winning championships? That could have been your babysitter. It's wild to me. And it just shows you, when I look at the Marcus Jordans and then some of these NBA players and stuff like that, shout out to Devin Haney. We don't wear costume jewelry around here, big dog. We don't fumble the bag. Listen, I know that you did your little fight. I seen you sent the little shot on Instagram. That's cool. But the reality is that I'm going to see you on the other side when you retire and when you get done getting your big-ass nose punched out. I'm going to see you on the other side of that, and we're going to see how much money you really got. We're gonna see if you the Floyd Mayweather, even though, like I said, you lost the last fight, but we're going to see whether or not you really built like that. Or if you just out here continuously running around with moissanite diamonds and costume jewelry and overpaying for these silly ass watches that ain't nobody. We don't bust down our watches, right? We don't wear costume jewelry, and you lost your last fight. But don't worry about it. We gonna get to that later. That's a whole nother conversation. But again, the only thing that he has to do is not fumble the bag. He just don't have to fumble the bag. He just don't have to mess up his father's legacy. Nobody is requiring him to have a job or start a business or anything like that. Just don't run around with your father's ex-teammate's ex-wife. That's for the streets. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Shout out to Devin Haney. Peace.